What's up, homies? I'm LeeHam, and this is Entitled Parents number 14. Hey guys, first posting this up, and I figured I'd dig out an oldie but goldie about me and my brother. This was, I'd say, about 6 or 7 years ago, so some details may not be exact, but I'll tell the story as best I can without embellishing too hard. Now, for some context, my brother has a disability that does make him fall into the classification of being mentally retarded, but he is far from such. He's a great person with a wonderful personality, and his disability simply causes him to have some minor issues and speech impediment. But the way the testing for mental handicaps is done in the state we lived in is pretty shit. So he got that nifty label thrust upon him at a young age, and it just kind of stayed. Anyways, on with the story. So, as I said before, this was about 6 to 7 years ago. Me and my brother, who from here will be called A, had some extra money and a few games to dump off, so we decided to go to our local neighborhood rip-off artist who have a nice big red and white sign. You know who I mean. Well, we get there and we're browsing around, seeing what's what and pursuing the wall of games. That's when enter stage left. Entitled Mom? We'll call her Karen, cause why not? EM gets a little stale, you know, and her precious walking ball of afterbirth. We'll call him FA, henceforth, walks into the store. Now, I'm usually a pretty chill guy. Don't get into confrontation and mind my own business. My brother is the exact same way. But when this lady and her kid, I guess you could call it a kid, it looked like the Kool-Aid Man and the Pillsbury Doughboy had some sort of weird incest. You know what? We'll just chalk it up to his mom birthed him under some power lines or something. Walked in, and I just knew there was going to be an issue. The whole thing started when they came over to the game wall and started looking near us. Of course, me and my brother, being polite, we stepped back out of the way to give them room. This was the first interaction. I moved back. Excuse me, could you not? I'm sorry, what was that? I said, could you not? Could I not what? I'm not doing anything. I just moved out of the way to give y'all room to walk. A grunted in agreement. Well, you should have just walked away. You seem to be done looking anyways. No, ma'am, we're not. We're just being polite. Well, I would appreciate it if you two would go away. You're disturbing my son's browsing. Yeah, get it, losers. You don't even look like you can afford a decent game anyways. He snorted as he laughed. I'm very peaceful, so I throw my hands up, say fuck it, and grab a couple of games. I believe I grabbed Hitman, Absolution, and Fallout, New Vegas, and headed to look at some of the other stuff in the store. Anything to get as far away from Karen and her microwaved hamster as I could. So we caroused the store a bit longer, and then headed to check out. Now, my brother rarely, and I mean rarely, wants to actually interact with people when we go shopping. But today he was feeling fresh, so he asked me if he could pay and such. Me being the cool older bro I am, was like, hell yeah. Anything to help him branch out and be a bit more sociable, you know? Then, wouldn't you know it, Karen and the walking shit stain get in line behind us. Now this wouldn't have been so bad, had she not audibly groaned at the sight of us, then proceeded to huff every moment that passed. My brother was doing his best to articulate and pay, and doing a superb job to be honest, when all of a sudden from the peanut gallery I hear, "Oh my god, could someone hurry this damn retard up? I would like to get home sometime today." Yeah, hurry up, you tard. I want to get home so I can play some GTA. I assumed this little shit stain was buying GTA. I didn't really pay attention. We tried our best to ignore them, and they continued to carry on as the transaction went on. It was taking a bit because the guy at the counter was new, brother had issues, and it was just a whole comedy of errors. It happened. It's life. Well, after about the 5th time of calling him retarded, I was about ready to turn around and say something. That's when my brother comes up. He stands tall, looks this lady dead in the eye, and I shit you not, he says the following. Lady, I may be retarded, but at least my mama didn't birth a perfectly normal kid that walks around looking like he's got the downs. Fucking mic drop, and walks away. The duo just stands there, slack-jawed as all get out, and unable to articulate a response as we walk out. I'm just laughing hysterically and high-fiving the hell out of my bro, because that was a Class A clapback. Hell, even the store employee had to take a minute for himself, because he wasn't ready for that. The insults that went down in this story were like great. Easily one of the best parts of it. I mean, like, that's my first time hearing someone being called a microwave hamster. I'm gonna have to use that. That shit is gold. So I went to Burger Big one time and ordered a Whopper. As I sat down to eat my burger, this woman walks up to me and says, "You know what they do to those animals?" "What?" "Do you know what they do to those poor animals?" Now, I have nothing against vegetarians, but when this happens, I lose my shit. Yes, I know, and it's delicious. She was fuming. "Those poor animals are killed." "Okay, well then what are you doing here?" "None of your business." Evie then proceeds to grab at my burger. "What the fuck are you doing, lady?" "I'm avenging these poor animals." Now, I'm not a small man. I'm 6'4" and about 200 pounds. Played football in high school. I stand up and grab my Whopper back. She then proceeds to grab it back and then yeet it into the trash can. 3-pointer. I then talk to the manager of the restaurant. He kicks her out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Listen up, lady. You don't mess with a man. And about 200 pounds. Played football in high school. I stand up and grab my Whopper back. She then proceeds to grab it back and then yeet it into the trash can. 3-pointer. I then talk to the manager of the restaurant. He kicks her out and gets me another burger. Whoa, 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 whoa. Listen up, lady. You don't mess with a man's bird. When we're about to chow down, we chow down and expect to be left peacefully. You're not avenging any animals. You're fucking ruining a homie's meal. Not cool, bro. Not cool at all. So, guys, it happened. We talked everything over the past few days, and a lot has happened. I guess it's time to fill you in on how I lost F as a friend. Probably forever. It was yesterday when stuff got, well, difficult. She texted me saying she couldn't do it anymore, and she wanted to take a break from being friends for a while. How do I respond to that? This is my best friend. I couldn't live without them in my life. I wasn't about to give her up without a fight. The message from F. Hey, so this has to be said. I don't think I can do this anymore. I know we're good friends, but I don't think we can stay that way if things don't change. Let's just take some time off. A few months, years, and figure things out in the future when we can make our own plan. No. What do you mean, no? I mean, no. Look, I'm sorry, but we can't. I'm just done. For good this time. She's not gonna stop, and I can't take this crap anymore. For some backstory, if you haven't read my previous post, EM is F's mom, and has been trying to get us to date for years now, just because she thinks her daughter deserves me as a boyfriend. Well, that wasn't gonna happen anytime soon. Can we talk about this? I'll order pizza, and I'll be there in like an hour. No, we can't keep talking things out and prolonging the inevitable. We need to stop, OP, now. Well, that hurt. That really fucking hurt. I closed my phone and sat down for a few hours. I just thought, and thought, and thought. We'd been through hell and back together. Her mom trying to change my sexuality, her dad accusing me of rape, her grandma calling me a Satan spawn. I'm only naming things you guys even know about. The list is endless. So finally, after about 3 hours of just thinking, I come up with an idea. I have absolutely one shot at saving my relationship with my best friend, and I'm going to put everything on the line if I want it to work. I text ED first. Fucking crazy idea, but I need it to work. I absolutely need it to. I tell him to get EM to unblock me. He refuses, but after a lot of badgering, finally gives in. Good. Part 1 of my plan is going smooth. I text EM. I tell her everything that's going on. She replies simply with, "It sounds like you dug yourself a pretty deep hole." I'm pissed at this point, but I have to play her game. I agree. I tell her everything I did was a mistake and that I should have dated her daughter right away. Not my best idea, but it might just work. She seems excited, but she also seems skeptical. Apparently she's come up with the idea hundreds of you have of faking the date. After a long, temporarily heated conversation, she agrees to let me come over and talk to F. Part 2 completed. Now I had no intention of dating F, not a single in hell. But your guys' plan might just be one of the best ideas I've ever heard, so I decided to try it. It was kinda a last-ditch effort. I pack up a ton of shit and go to her house. This is where stuff gets tricky. Her mom greets me right away. Good start. She's talking to me like a human. Edie doesn't look happy to see me, but also doesn't look upset. It's the most human I've seen him act in a while. I go to F's room and knock. Who is it? It's OP. I come bearing gifts. Why are you here? Didn't you listen to me? Yeah, I just didn't wanna, so I came here. She opened the door. She looked upset as hell, and I instantly felt really bad. You okay? Oh yeah, just fucking dandy. I laughed a little. Okay guys, it's 2019 and she used the word dandy. She shot me a look and I shut up right away. So, can I come in? She moved to the side and let me walk in. I'd immediately opened the bag I'd packed and dumped it all over the floor. What the fuck, dude? Shh, sit down. She looks pissed now. Oh god, was I gonna die? No, I wasn't gonna back down from this. I started sorting through the stuff all over her floor. Pictures, pieces of paper, little trinkets, all kinds of stuff we'd gotten together. It looked like a mess to anyone else, but this was my goddamn soul. I prayed to God she'd see it the same. As she sorted through the pile, I could see her eyes light up at certain things. A rock she'd gotten me from her trip to the Bahamas, a picture we'd taken together in Pennsylvania and gotten framed, a note she wrote me when I got sent to the hospital again. She stopped to read the entire thing and teared up. I was getting to her. I didn't care if things escalated or stayed as they were now. I just wanted my goddamn best friend back. As she's reading another letter, the door opens. In walks my worst nightmare, EM. So how are the little lovebirds? Great. At the exact same time, F said, we're not in love, Mom, so maybe I hadn't explained the plan yet. I wanted to at least stop her from leaving completely first. You can stop. OP told me he was going to ask you out, and he'd left by now if you said no. Okay. I never said that, but F looked really confused. She turned to me. You were going to ask me out? Not exactly. What does that mean? Why not? I was going to wait a while. You don't get to wait. My daughter has waited months for you to make up your damn mind and admit you want her. Ask her now. I can't. Why not? That wasn't the idea here. Ian looked pissed. I was at a loss of things to say. There was absolutely no saving the situation. So you weren't here to date my daughter? Then why did you even come? To be with my best friend. It's okay, Mom. It's not. My daughter doesn't deserve to be treated like crap by some street thug just because he thinks he can abuse any girl mentally he wants. I was shocked. She'd been abusing F for years, basically. What could I do here? There had to be some sort of plan I could pull together. Come the fuck on. I was about to lose everything. I'd never been more panicked in my life. Fine. I'm sorry. Good. Now do your damn job and ask my daughter out. Psycho bitch. But I was willing to try anything. I turned to F. I know this is sudden, and definitely not the situation you wanted to be in right now. But will you consider going out with me? The world froze. I was terrified, but also curious myself. What was going to happen next? Where would we end up from here? That question was really short-lived. I wish I could give you guys a fairy tale ending and say she said yes and we kissed and fireworks went off, but I'd be lying if I did. No, I won't. And I think it's time for you to go. I was shocked. What? She said no, but she asked me to leave too? What was going on? My mind was racing. Did she have an idea? Was she going to single-handedly stop her mom and save her friendship? The answer was no again. What? Go. Clearly EM, using her first name, isn't going to stop unless she gets what she wants. And I'm not giving that to Bet. So leave. She can't have what she wants if we never talk again. And I'm done giving her what she wants. F hands me my bag, and I just look confused. At this point, I have no idea what's going on. Was I just stranded? Was this really for the best? I snap back into reality and open the door. EM isn't yelling as far as I can tell, but I really couldn't pay any attention to what was going on around me. I was completely struck by the thought of not having F around for the rest of my life. I managed to get back home in one piece, but I almost got hit by a car like twice on my way there. When I got home, the first thing I did was text F. Message not delivered. Again. Nothing. She blocked my number. Fuck. This is really what was going to happen from now on. I had lost my best friend. Over an issue her mom just wouldn't let go. At least I can assure you guys I didn't sleep that night. I was looking through my bag and realized a lot of the stuff was still at her house, including my favorite picture of us together. It was the one time we'd both been dressed formally for a wedding. She was in a dress that looked amazing on her, and I was in a matching suit and tie. That picture had been framed in my room, but at the last second I threw it into my bag. I was hoping it would convince her to stop this nonsense. Without that picture, guys, without my best friend. Damn, holy shit, this one's like actually really deep. Entitled parent stories usually don't get this deep, but holy moly, this one is like, man, reading that, I felt it. Well, to lighten things up, so far from all my videos, I think this woman gets 2019's Worst Entitled Parent Award, and that's going to be a hard one to take from her. Like, my best friend and I are so tight, and I myself would be devastated if I lost him. And there was a time where I almost did once, but we managed to make our way back to each other. So, OP, I can only hope that something like that will happen one day. Patience, good things take time. So this happened like yesterday, so it's new. The teacher is a Christian mom, and she thinks she can do whatever she wants. This is where it starts. I was at the mall looking for shoes for tomorrow and really needed them. I had a big math test, and I wasn't very good at it either. I was supposed to study, and my math teacher knew I never did. I went into the Foot Locker store and bought a nice pair of Jordans and some laces, then stopped by Subway and got food. I sat down and ate my food and saw my teacher. You know it gets awkward when you see your teacher in public. I came right from the school to the mall and still had my bag on with all my stuff in there. She literally walked over and told me to open my bag. I did, and she told me to study the review paper she gave to us. I told her I would when I get home and started throwing away my stuff. She yelled, "What do you think you're doing?" I was shocked when my teacher literally wanted me to fucking study in a Subway with her. I said I'm not studying and started walking off. I forgot the bag of shoes and went back to get them. She picked them up and said she would give them back when I started studying and said how I am a disgrace to the school. I go to a charter school too. I snatch the bag back, and of course, her husband comes by. He gets all pissy, saying, "What the hell do you think you're doing to my wife?" I told him to fuck off and walked off with my shoes. Today in class, she took my phone and acted like she owns it. Lucky for me, I got a laptop. She acts like she owns everyone's things too. I asked for my phone back and she said, "It's my class and you don't disrespect me." I'm like, what the fuck? And knew she was acting pissy from yesterday. When I took the test, I passed with a 95 and looked at her with a smile. Fuck you, Miss Smith. I'm someone who doesn't like it when people touch my shit. And my school, for the most part, is really lenient with cell phones and stuff. So if some teacher came up and tried to nab my phone, not a chance. I will go off on them. Like, fuck off, you freaking noob. It's mine, not yours. And that ends the video for today. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to go ham on that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'm still handing out free donuts, homies. Thank you all for the success we've had in our recent videos. You all make me so happy, and I'm so glad to see you enjoying my content. I'll be branching into more subreddits soon, so I hope you all like them. Don't worry, Title Parents is still going to be the favorite and happening really often, but I'm going to vary it up a bit. And also, thank you to all my current patrons. You guys freaking rule, and I've been enjoying the time getting to know y'all better. And hey, you homies should join the Discord if you're not in it already. We just hit 2,000 members, and it's growing like wildfire. And with each new member comes an even greater time. The invite is in the description below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll snooze you later.
Subscribe to LeeHam and join his Discord and do everything. So